Hi guys, welcome to your library at home. It's me, Elda. Thanks for watching tonight. Let me know if you guys are here, and we'll get started right away because I do think it's right about 7 o'clock. And I'm really excited because I haven't done a program in a while, so kind of miss you guys. And tonight we're doing one of my favorite treats, which are like faux truffles is what I call them. Super easy. This is a great little treat to give to people for Valentine's Day, make for your family. Hopefully you guys will like this. It is super, super easy. So all you need to make these are one box of cake mix and one container of frosting, so whatever flavor you want, and you need some sprinkles and some melting chocolate. Also too, super easy to do if you guys want. You can literally just buy, Aldi sells like a little cake mix, $3. It's got the frosting and everything right in there. Hi Natalie, hi Sharon, thanks for watching tonight. So cake mix, frosting, sprinkles, and melting chocolate. And that's all you guys need. So I am going to turn the camera down and we are going to get started right away. So here we go. And I probably won't be able to see you guys anymore, so sorry if you comment and I don't answer. Okay, my camera's at kind of a different angle tonight. So, okay, so I have already gone ahead and baked my cake. I'm just gonna grab my sprinkles and stuff. For those of you guys that have just joined in, what you're gonna need for tonight's recipe are some sprinkles. You're going to need some frosting. Hi Lucy, thanks for watching. Hi Maureen. You're gonna need cake mix. So I have already gone ahead and baked my cake. I have made a chocolate cake and a strawberry cake. So there's your cake. Bake it just like the box says. I always go ahead, let it cool. Grab a knife. Sorry, I forgot to get a butter knife so I can cut my cake. So let your cake cool, bake it just like, hi Nancy, thanks for watching, just like the box says, and then I just go ahead and cut my cake up. And like I said, if you guys don't feel like baking a cake, you can do that. You can actually do this with leftover cake. You can actually do it with, like I said, Aldi sells this really great little chocolate chip fudge cake. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this up. And we are going to put this right in. That's really close. My camera's at a different angle tonight. Sorry, guys. All right, just crumble it up right in your pan. And I did wash my hands right before I did this. If you guys want, I'm gonna put some gloves on when we mix the frosting. Hi, Emma, thanks for watching. Hi, Janet. Guess I can kind of see you guys. Okay, so I'm crumbling up my cake. If you have any, sometimes you get a little corner piece. If you feel anything that's like not crumbling, just pull it out. So we are going to use one cake mix, and I am going to put about a little less, hi Stephanie, a little less than half of the container of frosting. You can go ahead and warm your frosting up a little bit. It helps to make it blend easier. And I noticed some of you guys that are watching, I think, have actually had these before. I think they're pretty yummy. Okay, so I've gone ahead and opened up my frosting, and I am actually going to microwave this for a minute because it does make it easier. I put that in the microwave for about 15 seconds. So I'm not really a fan of store-bought frosting. I used to not have a problem with it at all, but it doesn't taste right to me, but it's totally fine in this recipe. So if you have some and you want to try it, go ahead. All right, so I've just microwaved my frosting for 15 seconds, and I'm going to put, like I said, a little bit less than half a container in here. And I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves only because this gets really, really messy. But it's a really good project for kids, actually. I guess it would be some fun sensory. All right, so you are literally just going to squish all of this together. If you guys have, oh, sorry that's so shaky. If you guys have a small cookie scoop, that is what I'm going to use next. I didn't put that on the supply list, but all right, so I'm just literally mixing this together. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's actually like it can form a ball now. So once you get it all mixed together and it's mushy, I'm trying to think of the consistency of this. It's just really soft and mushy, that's all I can say. Once you get it all mixed together, you are ready to scoop it out. So I'm gonna go ahead. This is why I wanted to wear these gloves. Just gonna take these off, throw them out. And we are going to grab a plate. I have my smallest cookie scoop. This is the one I like to use. So I push it all the way up against the side, pack it pretty good, and then you just want to scoop these out. I won't do all of them, but just so you guys get the idea. We're going to scoop them out, and then you're going to want to put them in the freezer for about an hour. Now, I'm not really good at rolling perfect circles. I have one son who, when we used to make these all the time, he could roll a perfect circle. I could never roll a perfect circle. So you could just use them like this, but what I found is if you freeze them, let them freeze for about an hour, and then you just go ahead and roll them into a little ball and then refreeze them. Because these are actually better to dip in chocolate when they're frozen. So you just want to go ahead after you've mixed your cake and your frosting together. You want to just scoop these out and put them in the freezer. You can do this with any flavored cake too. I've done them with lemon, I've done it with orange cake. We actually have some strawberry and chocolate ones that we are making tonight. So here is our chocolate batch, but I did make a batch earlier with the Aldi cake because, oops, that one didn't work so well. I didn't push that very hard against the side. So if you don't have a scoop, just go ahead and you can just go ahead and roll it. See, my circles kind of turn out oval. Doesn't really matter once you dip them though. Okay, so you want to scoop them out and then you want to stick them in the freezer. All right, once you've let them freeze for, like I said, about an hour, you want to pull them out. And you guys remember we talked about melting chocolate when we were doing our hot cocoa bombs. So same thing. I just buy the melting wafers. You can get them anywhere. Ghirardelli is my favorite, but I really do think the ones from Aldi work just as well. So you're gonna wanna melt your chocolate. Now I used to have this really neat little thing that I could dip my, my little cake balls into the chocolate, but I kind of lost it. So I've already pre-melted my chocolate. I'm just gonna use a fork. This part does not have to be perfect because you will cover these with chocolate, you'll dip them in chocolate, and then you're gonna drizzle them with chocolate, and then you're gonna put sprinkles on. So any imperfections at this point, they don't really matter, but you just wanna go ahead and dip it in. I tend to waste chocolate when I do this, and if you guys can see that, there you go. Because I just think it makes the process easier. But you can try toothpicks, you can try using a spoon. I found that a fork, and I don't worry about the clumps of chocolate that I leave behind. So you just want to go ahead, dip them all in chocolate. You see how quick and easy this goes. A lot of times what I'll do if I'm making more than one flavor, I'll try to do like dark chocolate on my chocolate ones, and then white chocolate on, or pink chocolate on the strawberry. And I try to differentiate so I can tell which ones they are when I gift them. But they all taste so good it doesn't really matter. So So you just want to keep dipping in your chocolate. We're going to do a couple more. And so I pulled these out of the freezer right before we started. The kind of nice thing about dipping them when they're frozen is that the chocolate does dry pretty quickly. Now, if we weren't doing a program, if I wasn't doing a program, I would dip these all in chocolate and then stick them back in the freezer. But I don't have any in the freezer right now, so we're gonna go ahead and drizzle these right now. But I would wait a little bit. I also like these when they are chilled a little bit. They're kind of the best right after you take them out of the freezer, about a half hour later. Okay, so we're gonna move on. There's our chocolates. Now I tried something different today. I don't know if this is gonna work. We're gonna find out. I got out my little mini crock pot to see if it would melt my chocolate. Oh look, and it's working perfectly. So that's good to know. Mini crock pots melt chocolate really well. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of my strawberries. And you can see I'm just tapping. Do the strawberries in the white chocolate. We'll do just a couple of these. So I made the cake, I mixed it with the frosting, I scooped them out, I froze them for about an hour, I rolled them, and then I put them back in the freezer, and now we're dipping them. Pretty basic, easy steps. And like I said, this is actually a great way to use up, if you have a birthday party and you have some leftover cake. All right, so we are going to move on from that. And if you can see these chocolate ones, they've pretty much dried already. So I'm just gonna move these guys a little closer together because now I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle. Now the best way to do the drizzle is with piping bags or Ziploc bags. I can tell these two are they're not ready yet. So we're gonna just scooch these all next to each other. And I am going to go ahead and put a little bit of the chocolate in my piping bag. I'm gonna go ahead and use the chocolate one. This handy little chocolate melter has a little pouring spot. So we're gonna pour some melted chocolate into a piping bag. I have not cut my tip off yet, and I'm gonna cut just a tiny little tip. And I go ahead and put chocolate right on top of chocolate too, because I kind of like the way that looks. Oh, I don't think I cut that far enough. Oops. See if I cut it too big. I feel like I did. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and drizzle these guys. If you guys can see that, I feel like my hand's in the way. I don't think it looks very pretty from up there, but these look very pretty, I think, when they're done. I'll try to get a little bit of this on the white chocolate. And you can get chocolate, you can get the wafers at Michael's and everything in all different colors. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and put some sprinkles on. And I think we're gonna go with the little pink hearts because I think these are really cute. And just go ahead and sprinkle them. And you can do any kind of sprinkle you want on this too. A lot of times I'll leave a couple without sprinkles because not everybody likes sprinkles. We got a couple right here. I'm just gonna use my fork to drizzle on some white chocolate on these guys. Oop, that didn't work so well. Because I do want to show you a couple real quick packaging ideas if you guys want to give these to your Valentine. Okay, now we can just go ahead and go over these if we want a little bit more with white, just to give it a little bit of... All right, so here we have it. We've dipped them, we've made the cake, we've mixed it with frosting, we've scooped them out, we froze them, we rolled them in little balls, we froze them again, we dipped them in chocolate, and we have sprinkled and drizzled. And I think they look really yummy. now I'm going to move these out of the way, and I'm going to show you. It never fails, you guys. I put down wax paper, and I always miss. I'm just going to clean this up. And I strongly suggest you do this on wax paper. And actually, my kid's favorite part about making this is eating the chocolate and sprinkles. Hi, Courtney. These are super yummy. The white ones are good. Okay, so I let my kids eat the little chocolate and sprinkles after that. That's what the rewards they get for helping. Okay, so here is a whole tray of these I made earlier, but I wanted to show you also what I've done is, so I kind of had a hard time this year finding the little mini cupcake liners. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see, these turned out really cute. I did use pink. I don't know if you can tell that that's pink on there. So I like to use the mini cupcake liners. Michael's, but Michael's didn't have any Valentines ones, and sometimes you can find them at the dollar store. So I didn't have specific Valentine, but I did have brown and red. So we're gonna go, we'll see if these dry and we can put these in the cupcake liners. So what I did is I bought these cute little boxes at the dollar store, and I went ahead and did little paper shreds, and then I filled them up. That one is good to go. Same thing here. Look at how cute that looks. And then, real quick, we're gonna throw some white paper shred in this one. Go ahead and fill this up. And one cake mix makes a lot of these. So this, what you guys see here is one cake mix. Okay, let's see how I put them in this one. I got 5 in there, 3 across the top. One cake mix, and then I use, like I said, the little mini Aldi cake for the chocolate one. And I think I got probably 50 of these, so not bad. Okay, so here's your little box. And I like this one because it was plain, and I'll show you what I wanted to do with this. I found this fun little tool, it was actually in the spring stuff, but I thought it was it's all pink and glittery. I don't know if you guys can tell that. But I thought we would just tie this box up, and I printed off some little Happy Valentine's tags. And we'll see how this ties on here. Probably should have measured before I cut, but I didn't, so we'll see how this works out. I figured this was wide so we could wrap it around the box. There we go. Oop. Kind of rushing to do this. So not my finest work here right now, guys. I need a second. I need that finger in the center. You know how you ask your kids, can you put your finger down for me? All right. That would have to be tightened up, but my idea was to spread the tool around there and then tie this little "You Make My Heart Happy" tag on there. So there you have it, guys. Let's see if these have dried. These are the ones we just made. And like I said, when you do them frozen, they do dry really quickly, so it's kind of nice. So these guys right here are all good to go now. So let me just show you really quickly. You can see the little puddles of chocolate around there. I just cracked that off. It doesn't look the greatest. You're gonna be like, oh man, but literally once you put it in your little cupcake liner, you can't even tell. They're perfect. So this is super easy. You guys are gonna love these. If you make them, let me know. I'm curious to see what you think of them. These have been a favorite around here for many years. And I used to make a lot of these. All right, and there you have it. You guys see how easy that is? And then you just want to put them in a cute little tray. Put these out on Valentine's Day for everybody to snack on. And you are good to go. So, super easy cake truffles that are, hello, very easy to make and super yummy. So you guys let me know if you make them. I'm curious to see how you like them. And thanks for watching tonight. And I may see you next week. Take care. Bye, guys. Have a good night.